Alright, hey guys. So, today I'll be finally doing my impression / review of the Jisu exhaust for the 2002 CBR F4i. I'll go ahead and give a little background as to, myself in this. This is my 4th year of riding. This is the 3rd bike I've owned. I went from a 250 to an R6, an 01 R6 to a 2002 F4i. That being said, both my bikes prior to this had stock exhausts. They weren't really all that changed at all. This is my own first personal project. This is the one that I've done myself, and I plan to keep working until I eventually get a new bike, which will hopefully be a Daytona 675R or just a Daytona 675. That being said though, let's go ahead and get a little exposition into the exhaust. So the 2002 F4i, I was originally going to get a Yoshimura R3C, whatever the hell it is, I forget. But yeah, that slip-on exhaust was $300. MSR was somewhere around $300. A little too expensive for me for something that I wanted. I just wanted a better sounding tone than the original pipe, which is part of the first video and the purpose of it. That being said, I was looking around. I was dead set on getting it until I came across this thing. This thing cost me half of what that Yoshimura did. And if there's one thing I love to say to people, it's you get what you pay for. Now, when I say it like that, I bet you're thinking this thing is going to be the worst thing ever and it was an absolute waste of money. And I could not disagree with that idea more. You probably weren't even thinking it. Well, we'll start off. I bought it from eBay from Dan Moto. It's Dan Moto's original, not the carbon fiber one. They make another one, but I did not get that one on purpose. I got this one. I actually like the angular design of it more than anything else. It was actually right up my alley in terms of design. So, and this is why I got it. That being said, when I got it, I received it. It was about 2 or 3 weeks in the mail from Nevada, and I got it in the pipe. Specifically, let me move this out of the way. This pipe here, it's a little hot right now, was kind of not so circular. And this is where I'm trying to get into, you get what you pay for in regards to this. I paid 150 bucks, and this pipe was not fitting into the connection underneath here, and it was not fitting in here very well. We had to force it in a little bit, but yes, that's that. So we had to do a little bit of modification for that. And on top of that, the gold clamp that you get for this bike, it's not good at all. I would recommend that you go to your nearest auto store and you buy another securing clamp. You can see it down there. I'm using the stock one with some spacers. We had to think outside the box to get that thing on, but I would recommend going to your nearest auto store and getting a strong clamp where the screws will not break on you when you're tightening it. So keep that in mind when you're thinking about purchasing this. Springs went on fine. Now the other problem we had, and you'll notice if you look at it from behind, it's kind of lopsided. It's not necessarily straight down. I personally don't mind it. This is where the problem is. With this bike, when it's sitting up, you have a screw right here for the brake cable. You can remove this screw and let this thing kind of sit freely. I didn't want to do that, and we couldn't figure a way. The pipe essentially was not coming out far enough, or it just would not mount in a way where it would not conflict with this. So when it's sitting upright, it's touching this screw. Not my most favorite thing. I'm a little worried about it, but once you're sitting on the bike itself, you add a little bit of clearance and it doesn't become so much of a problem. So keep that in mind. This was a little bit of a pain. The rubber especially it's a big pain in the butt to get it on here and get it screwed in and everything. It was such a pain. So keep that also in mind. You're getting what you pay for. It's not as simple an installation as you think it is. But yes. However, those are the bad things. This is the good thing. The pipe sounds great. If you listen to my other review, or if you listen to my reference video, it sounds really, really good. It's really, really loud, it's really throaty, and you're gonna hear it. You're gonna hear it from a while. I had a friend who said he could hear me streets over from the main highway on his own cul-de-sacs. He could hear me. So, also, I have another friend who just got a tailor-made exhaust for his Gixxer 750. And when you're riding, the two pipes, the two exhaust sound are resonating. They do a real good job of sounding pretty much the same. So, kudos. It sounds good when you're riding it. And yes, I haven't had any issues with it. In regards to performance, personally, the F4i is a little bit too, it's not giving me enough in terms of power. However, that's why I'm trying to master it. But I feel like with this pipe, I did get a little bit better performance. I don't have a power commander for it at this moment. I'm still debating whether or not I should or shouldn't. But yeah, I don't. But I do feel like I got a little bit more. It gives just a little bit more than it used to with the stock exhaust. So expect things, but not too much when you're doing this. Other than that, I mean, it's an impressive pipe for a relatively cheap price for those of us on budgets. I would definitely recommend it. Just be ready to just know that it's not going to go on. It's not going to be an easy 1, 2, 3. It's an easy job. Don't get me wrong. We got it on there and it's on, but it's not an easy 1, 2, 3 job like some other pipes. So just keep that in mind. And yes, if you're interested in it or you wanted to know about it, because when I was looking for this pipe, it literally didn't exist for a 2002 F4i. So hopefully this helps out a little bit. Do a little, I guess I can turn it on one more time for namesake, but yes, we will go ahead and do that inside here. Yes, so bottom line, I would recommend this pipe to anyone who wants a cheaper alternative to a Yoshimura, Jardine, Leo Vance, whatever. If you're just looking for a quick slip-on that makes it sound great, adds a little bit more value to your bike, and you know, does the job. Also, I was a little worried about problems with the carbon fiber ones. They tend to brown out and get all ugly, and they require more packing. This one I haven't had any problems with it so far. This is about 3 weeks, 4 weeks having it, 3 weeks I think at this point of having it on and riding constantly, going out, and I actually pushed it this weekend and I haven't had any discoloration or any issues with it so far. Yes, there's no baffle in there, by the way, but yes, again, would recommend it. If you have an F4i and you don't already have a pipe on it, it's simple to put on. It's relatively simple to put on. You may need some helping tools, but it's a good buy. And yeah, I couldn't be any more happy with it or the bike. So yes, you guys all have a nice day.